Doug space up front, Representative Wheeler, Mr. Jennings. Good Monday morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, you sound like it's still a nice Wednesday afternoon. Good Monday morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome out today to a unique event happening for the first time here in the city of Aurora, where our mayor, Richard C. Irvin, will be given the Small Business Advocate Mayor of the Year National Award. Absolutely amazing. I've had the pleasure to meet you yet. I'm Clayton Muhammad, spokesman for the city. And we are honored today to be here and support companies in the heart of downtown Aurora for this unique and historic event. It is my pleasure to introduce a number of our elected officials who are here with us. State Representative Keith Wheeler is here. You'll hear from him shortly. Round of applause. We also have Ward 2 Alderwoman Wally Garza. Ward 4 Alderman Mr. Bill Donnell. Ward 7 Alderwoman Shakita Hart Burns. Ward 8 Alderwoman Patty Smith. Alderman at Large Sherman L. Jenkins. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the 59th Mayor of Aurora, the Honorable Richard C. Irvin. All right. We are here. And what those of us who grew up in Aurora and lived here for a while, know as the old library, now support companies. We're honored today to be hosted by the team of support companies. Please join me in welcoming the President and CEO, Mr. Ron Jennings. All right, Ron.
I just wanted to welcome you all to 1 East Benton. Originally, this building was built in 1904 as a Carnegie Library. It had a number of additions over the years, and about 5 years ago, the library moved on. The city and Investor Aurora convinced us that it would be a good place to move our business. So we moved in here about just over 3 years ago. The lower level that you see is obviously the original foundation. We put about 8,000 recycled bricks and 5 tons of limestone here to patch odd little holes here and there to try and make it look like it used to. At the same time of trying to make the building kind of look like it did in its glory days, we've been trying to bring it up to sort of more modern standards. We have 58 kilowatts of solar on the roof. Your lights today are being provided by the sun, even though it's slightly overcast. Lots of fiber entrances and all that sort of stuff. What we found when we came to downtown Aurora is that it was a really great place for a small business to operate. For a couple of reasons. One, it's a great place, even though Aurora's got probably the lowest unemployment rate in the state. It's a great place to attract people because people can afford to live here. So we have young people, probably 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 of our employees, average age is 24. Probably 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 of them have bought a house in Aurora since we moved here, because you can afford to, if you're 24 years old, you can afford to buy a house in Aurora. The infrastructure is spectacular, of course, but I think the best thing that I wanted to sort of share is Aurora understands the small business is the engine of the economy, and so little companies like us sometimes need a lot of help, not financial, but other kinds of help. And the city's there to do that. So they kind of prevent problems, they don't cause problems, different from maybe other places. They communicate a lot, and so the net result is if you need to try and get something done in your little business Aurora, you can get it done. And that's the environment that the city has manufactured while we're here, and probably the best decision we ever made. So welcome again to 1 East Benton. Thank you.
Ron and Melinda and the entire team, always gracious hosts. We have a number of business owners, small business owners here, larger company representatives. If you are a business owner, please wave your hand or stand up. Let's give a round of applause to all of our business owners who are here today. Thank you. When we speak of the backbone of any community, we know that small business is certainly that. Today we are joined by one of our shining realtors and business owners here in the city, who brings an energy to everything that she does. She's one of the most celebrated realtors around with national recognition, and she's also the CEO and owner of Extend Your Styles Boutique. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Sheena Baker.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for having me on for 3 hours of sleep. I just got off a flight. So I just want to just let you guys know a little bit about myself. I am, as Clayton said, I'm a real estate agent in the city of Aurora, but I moved to Aurora back in 2002. I was 19 years old. I purchased my first home in Aurora. I didn't grow up here, but I chose Aurora to live at the age of 19. As he's just stated, at the age of 19, I could afford a house in Aurora, and it was cheaper than paying rent. So I moved here. I love this community, and years later, I became a real estate professional, and now that is what I do professionally. I'm also a business owner. So my business is Extend Your Styles. It's located off right across the street from Fox Valley Mall. And then I am moving to downtown Aurora, my real estate company. So in a couple of weeks, you'll see about that in Parisi's building, 105 East Galena. I'll be opening up our second location, Curemark Real Estate Realty Group, and we'll be down here to support the community and actually have a business in real estate where I do most of my business. What I love about the mayor is that he supports so many of us in this community, and if you know him, he will attend, or if you don't know him, he will attend your events, he will attend your grand opening, he will show up, he will spread the word to the community and get everyone to know that you are open for business, and I think that that is so unique, the energy that he brings to other businesses within this community, and it keeps us invested. I have made so many connections through Mayor Irvin, and I'm just proud to be a business owner. I'm proud to be here to support you always, and I think that history is being made under your leadership, and I wish you so much continued success.
Thank you, Sheena. And representing the state legislature, a great friend of the mayor and friend of this community. Please join me in welcoming State Representative Keith Wheeler.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is absolutely great to be here in Aurora on a Monday morning. And it's especially great for me to look out here and see a great crowd of people, all here to support a great man, a great friend. I'm a small business owner. That's how I got involved in politics. That's why I got involved with what I do in the state legislature. I am an advocate for small business. So when I get a message that says that Richard Irvin being honored by a national conference of mayors on his efforts towards small business, that lit up my day. That was fantastic. It's fantastic for me as a friend of Richard's to honor my friend. It's very special for Aurora. Aurora has become, in my opinion, one of the most dynamic places in Illinois. And I get to travel a fair amount of this state. But the energy that is centered here right now, because we have leadership that is just based on this openness, collaboration, and enthusiasm to bring everyone together and move forward toward a great goal. And small business really fits into that great goal. When you think about small business, you're going to realize that every small business starts out as someone's idea, it becomes their dream that they pour themselves into. And that creates an opportunity for other people to be part of something that is built and develops. And that sustains families, and that sustains a community. And it becomes the centerpiece where all this energy moves through and becomes something bigger than it was before. And it just fits so well in my mind that Richard would get an award like this in such a short time. How long have you been mayor?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. To get national recognition in 2.5 years on such an important topic as small business, that's incredible. So with that, I want to say congratulations to my friend. I have a certificate that's actually on its way from Springfield. They sent me the folder. But not the certificate. So I'll get together with you soon and we'll do that privately. But I want to congratulate you on this tremendous, tremendous award. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
We'll take a picture of you and the mayor in the folder. Just in case they order it out. Always. You see the screen here. Over 115 stops that the mayor has made in his 2.5 years. When he was elected in April of 2017, took office in May, he hit the ground running, literally headed to Springfield to fight on behalf of the city of Aurora. We called him the mayor on the move, because that's certainly what he was doing. 29 months, he's been nonstop, crisscrossing the city, representing our community, from the business world to education, to our nonprofits and our churches and our residents, crisscrossing the region, making certain that Aurora is well known in the greater Chicagoland and the Midwest region. He's also been crisscrossing the country. And wherever he goes, we get to travel with him, and whether it's in Oakland, California, or Houston, Texas, or Baltimore, DC, or Kansas City, he's connecting with other mayors who are all saying the same thing. There's something happening in Aurora, particularly with Richard Irvin. Today, we are joined by the leadership of the United States Conference of Mayors, representing 1,400 mayors in cities of 30,000 or more. They're also joined by what we call the Partner America Project, that you'll hear a little bit more about. Please join me in welcoming the Managing Director of the United States Conference of Mayors, Mr. Jeff B.
Well, good morning to all. Great to be here. Good to be out of Washington, I can tell you that. So. But I got to tell you, this is one of the most unique events I've been to. When I walked in hearing the music going, a DJ, I said, wow, there's going to be dancing and everything. Aurora really has it happening. A shout out on that. Just a quick thing, Representative. So I've done a few of these meetings, a few of these events. Actually, I had one where the award didn't show up. I had the box. So I had to run around to different offices seeing if anybody had one that looked like it and presented it. So I've been in that situation as well. Not been in. So I'm happy to be here representing the U.S. Conference of Mayors. I'm not sure how much you know about the U.S. Conference of Mayors. It's been around for about 80 years, represents cities of population of 30,000 and greater. It's nonpartisan, so we all get along. We all get along, because a pothole is a pothole. A broken street is a broken street, and they all get together. But the most important thing about the Conference of Mayors, it brings mayors together to work on ideas and to share ideas, to best practices, and to help direct national legislation to help cities and towns across America. We meet twice a year on certain issues, but also we're working every day to help America's cities become greater, get the resources and money they deserve for their cities. I'm glad to see that their city is a member of this conference. I'm very proud of that. The Partner America program is our unique program. It's our small business program. It's been around for about 20 years, because we all know that small business is really the important part of any local economy. And with the Partner America program, we provide resources, technical assistance, best practices to mayors to help them grow and support their small businesses. We're gathered here this morning really to celebrate the success of small business here in Aurora and to recognize your mayor for his outstanding support and efforts on behalf of the Irving small business community. Small business is big business here in Aurora. Mayor Irvin has helped create a business-friendly environment here in Aurora, making it easy to start and grow a business. We saw how many stops you make every day, it looks like. You're really out there in the community learning what their needs are, learning how you can help them grow, what the city can do to help them become a stronger business here in the community. Your mayor knows the best way to create jobs and to improve the local economy is through the development and growth of small businesses, which are the backbone of the economy. Your city has a true champion and friend, Mayor Richard Irvin, and today we're here today to present him with the 2019 Small Business Advocate of the Year on behalf of all the mayors here in America. Mayor, would you mind stepping forward?
Everybody needs their own theme song to watch it.
Mayor, on behalf of all the mayors across this country, for your work on behalf of the small businesses and all the effort you put in, want to present you with this 2019 Small Business Advocate Award on behalf of. Thank you, sir.
Morning. Good morning. One more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
Make me feel the love. I want to thank you so much, everyone, for coming. You know, this is a great way to start off the week. As a matter of fact, we should have this kind of party every single Monday. And we wouldn't dread Monday so much when we have to come to work. You know, I have to say I'm so very humbled by this recognition from the United States Conference of Mayors and Partners of America. When I first heard of this from my staff a couple of weeks ago, I remember I'm sitting at a staff meeting and they just kind of mentioned to me as a matter of fact that I won some award, you know, national award. And they were saying, "Oh, Mayor, we thought we told you." I don't remember ever having a conversation about a national award. But you know, I was in total disbelief. And today, it is still a bit surreal to earn a national honor from my colleagues across the country. Thank you to Jeffrey Bean for making the trip here for this presentation. Let's show him some Aurora love. Brother, if you please extend my thanks to your entire team. I'll be sending an official letter to my colleagues in the Conference of Mayors and the Partners of America. Thank you again, and welcome to Aurora. If you haven't already noticed, Aurora is a special place with special people. Many of them right here in this room with us this morning. I thank all of you for altering your schedules this morning to be here with us today, and for the constant support that you have given to this administration for the past 29 months. As I always say, we are one Aurora. So today, I accept this prestigious award on behalf of the people and the businesses of our great city of Aurora. Please give yourselves a huge round of applause for everything that you do in Aurora every single day. You know, now we just opened an ice cream shop right across the street. Charlie's Silver Spoon Creamery. Some of the best ice cream you tasted here in the city of Aurora. Now, the owner of that shop is a small business owner that decided to take a chance right here in the city of Aurora. And my relationship with Mike Saltaggero and the Saltaggero family goes way back. Matter of fact, me and Mike went to junior high together, and we were in plays. We were in one particular play called Happy Days, where I was Posse, and he was the Fonz. I think he is still cooler than me to this day. You know, who would have thought that life would turn out in this way? Someone believed in us. And Mike believed in Aurora. Enough to build a business here. I want to thank him and all the small businesses for their commitment to the city of Aurora. Let's give them a round of applause. Thanks small business owner Raul Lopez of Positive Image DJ Service for always keeping the music alive in our city and our events and making sure he plays my theme song every time I step on the stage. I don't know how he does that. And thanks to Bridget at Ruland's, the entire Ruland family, for providing food to us this morning. Ruland's is yet another iconic small business in Aurora for more than 60 years of service to our community. Give it up for Ruland's. And thank you to Ron Janis and Melinda Kruder of Support Companies, formerly known as Support Tech, for hosting us today. They prove what can be done with keen vision, great intentions, and a very wise decision to move from Naperville to Aurora. You know, as we stand here Today, in this redeveloped building with more than a century of history, Support Companies has breathed new life into it. That is symbolic of what is happening in the city of Aurora. We're an old city, 182 years old, experiencing a renaissance. There's new life, new energy, new initiatives, new residents, new businesses coming to our city every single day. It has been a whirlwind of development for the past 2.5 years, and I've done my best to be an advocate for our business community, a leader for our team, and a cheerleader for all of those great things that are happening here in Aurora. There's something happening here. Can you feel it? You know, when I took office in 2017, I had been preparing and working on and thinking about being mayor for 20 years. So I had 20 years worth of dreams and ideas in my head, and was anxious to see what could become reality. I knew the city needed to do something different than we had been doing, you know, with a new approach to our business attraction, retention, and development, based on my own personal experience as a small business owner here in the city. When I opened my law office, first on Indian Trail, 2 blocks from where I grew up in low-income housing, and then moved downtown to Aurora on Broadway, I, like many other small business owners, had to cut through red tape, jump through unnecessary hurdles, crisscross downtown, going from building to building to get processes started. Often, I was tired and frustrated, but the fortitude of an aspiring entrepreneur can't be matched. Even when I successfully opened my business and renovated another location to move to, there was no interaction from City Hall. When I took office, I knew we needed 3 things. We needed to refine the process, we needed to make a personal connection with business owners and potential owners, and we needed to restructure and rebuild the team who would be on the front lines doing the work, both internally and externally. Over the 2.5 years I've been in office, we have done just that. We have refined the development process, opened a one-stop shop at the Development Services Center, and have received rave reviews and have seen tremendous and expedient results. My team and I have hit the streets making personal visits to more than 50 businesses, large and small. We've gotten to know owners, managers, and frontline workers, and have learned about businesses who have operated in our community for many years, as well as those brand new to Aurora. One of the consistent concerns we have heard is that this is the first time they have seen a mayor visit their businesses, ever. Again, as a small business owner for 15 years myself, I understood. And in response, we have built a world-class team. We have implemented the Mayor's Office of Economic Development, brought in new leadership at Invest Aurora, aligned both organizations, all while partnering with chambers of commerce, business organizations, and committed individuals who want the best for Aurora. And we try to do this as publicly and as openly as possible, because we want everyone to see what is happening here in our great city. Today's award is another affirmation that Aurora is on the right track, especially when it comes to our business community. I am an advocate for small business because whenever I talk to small business owners, I relate from a very personal perspective. And I can see the desire in their faces to succeed for themselves, for their families, and for the communities. I see in the faces of those who have owned businesses in the community for decades, to those who have just opened their doors as recently as last Friday. By the way, we had 4 ribbon cuttings here in Aurora last Friday afternoon alone. That deserves a round of applause. We had 4. I see in the faces of young entrepreneurs who have opened in downtown Aurora. I feel it when I visit small mom and pop businesses that make up the backbone of this country and our city. I feel it when I visit multi-million-dollar corporations who are headquartered right here in the City of Lights. I see the energy of individuals who are literally running throughout the streets of downtown and driving developers around to see the city investment properties. You know, I see it when we have developers like Urban developers that took a 60-year-old building that had not seen the light of day for 6 decades and is now redeveloping that into an apartment complex with market rate high-end apartments. I see it when we have developers like Harish Naidu, I think, who's in the room. What's up, Harish? Who eventually, right, there we go. Who's putting his money where his mouth is and investing in properties downtown. And eventually will build on River Street and working toward redeveloping the former Hobbs, who hasn't seen the light of day for 40 years. And now will be high-end market rate apartments. I see it with Fox Valley developers who took a building, the old Copley Hospital, and I hate to call it that anymore because now it's Avalon Heights, that has sat empty, 300,000 square feet of development that has sat empty and deteriorating in our community for a quarter of a century. They are now going to redevelop that and invest $100 million in making that a successful business community here in the city of Aurora. And they didn't stop there. They said, you know, that's 3 or 4 blocks off of downtown. We want to come downtown. They took the former West Aurora High School that has sat empty ever since West Aurora moved further west to the old Dwyer Hospital. And this building sat empty on Benton and River with no idea what it'd be. And they said, and it's right there on our beautiful riverfront. So we're going to develop that and turn that into high-end market rate apartments. And we're going to attract other businesses to come to the city and take advantage of the retail on the first floor. There's something happening here. Can you feel it? Yeah. You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. And these are our external teams. You know, I can taste the success in the fig ice cream at Charlie's Ice Creamery, Banana Split, Dairy Delight. Aurora has some of the most delicious ice cream. I tasted in all the flavors of the popcorn at the new popcorn place called Pop Culture. If you haven't tried it, it's the best popcorn you'll ever taste. You gotta eat it with a spoon. Get stuff all over your hand and then you lick your finger. I tasted in the Impossible Burger at Gillerson's Grubbery and the Ugandan coffee at Indiro. I tasted in the seafood with the Arachiga family at the brand new El Jefe restaurant, and will soon taste it at Amy Morton's new restaurant, and Altito, and Mora, and 8 other new restaurants at Pacific Square, right here in Aurora, that you'll see in the next year that just popped up out of nowhere. I mean, ask me, is there something happening here? Can you feel it? I see it in the commitment of the Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Quad County African American Chamber of Commerce, the Aurora Regional Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Invest Aurora, Aurora Downtown, the Mayor's Office of Economic Development, and the city's development department, who all combined represents hundreds of business owners and thousands of employees throughout the city. I'm going to ask each of them to come up in a second. But let's give all of the hard work that they do to make this city the best city. Let's give them a round of applause for our professional students. They make us what we are today. You know, I could go on and on with those who are helping to change the face of this city and have been instrumental in bringing the 2019 Small Business Advocate Award to the city of Aurora. I am honored, of course, to accept this award and to be the face of Aurora. But we all know that it takes all of us to make this happen. Every single last person in this room that volunteers, that works hard to make sure that we take Aurora to the next level, all of you make this happen. I may be the face, but you guys are the backbone. You're the foundation. You are what make Aurora a great city that we are all proud to live in. Give yourselves one more round of applause. You know, we know there is much work to do, but we can't ignore the fact that we've done so much in the past couple of years. While we will not rest too long for celebration, we will definitely take the time to acknowledge our accomplishments. because it serves as another domino in the line of falling dominoes that keep making things happen. So my friends, thank you. Thank you for this award. Thank you for all you do and all the energy that you bring to Aurora. This award speaks volumes to our community. There is something happening here. Can you feel it? Yes. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Councilman Mayor.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep this one going for the 2019 Small Business Advocate Mayor of the United States of America, right here in the city of Aurora, Illinois. You can do a little better than that. This is Mr. C. Irvin, born and raised right here in this city, coming full circle, leading us like we've never seen before. Another big round of applause to the 59th Mayor, Richard C. Irvin. Gave birth to him. Please give a round of applause to the first mother, Paula Irvin, right here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Ms. Irvin. As the mayor said, we didn't do it alone. We have a number of partners who are here with us. I'm going to ask Nick as he prepares to take photos of this group. I'm going to bring the mayor back down, and we're going to ask a couple of our business groups to come down for special awards. We call the Mayor's Award of Excellence. And our first recipient, we have representatives from the Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce. Let's give them a round of applause. They make their way down. The representatives of the Aurora Regional Marine Commerce. Round of applause for Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce. From the Quad County African American Chamber of Commerce, come on down. Chamber of Commerce. Jesus, Claudia, and everyone, come on down. Give them a round of applause. Come on down. Anyone from Aurora downtown? Round of applause. Going for Invest Aurora. Couldn't do this without our internal team, both the Mayor's Office of Economic Development and the Development Department. Representatives, come on down.
gazebo dancing in a few minutes.
We have one representative from each group hold the plaque and come up with the mayor, one rep from each group. We'll do a group photo. Let's give a round of applause for all of our visitors. Big round of applause for all of our visitors. As we prepare to go, have you had a fun morning, Aurora? This is how we should start off on Monday.
Every Monday.
Another big round of applause for Mayor Richard C. Irvin and the entire team here in Aurora. Because we know we love our mayor and we're proud of what he's doing, we want to make certain that a couple lucky one of you go home with the mayor today. Look at Richard holding on, Richard. This is good. This is what the picture says. You don't see this too often with many mayors, do you? It doesn't happen across America like this. You don't see Lori Lightfoot with a bobblehead. Richard Irvin, unique. Right, when you drop your business cards in, we'll ask the mayor, pull out a business card, and the first winner of a Richard Irvin bobblehead is Mike Drews, Realtor. He is the Illinois State Realtor of the Year, actually. Give a round of applause to Mike Drews. And we have one more bobblehead still back at the table. Gonna wrestle Marie for it. She said she's taking it home. So here's the next one. And the last bobblehead. You can always buy these from the Aurora Historical Society as well. Dr. Simone Lewis, founder and CEO of Bear Elastics. Dr. Simone Lewis, come on down, Dr. Lewis. You can hand her bobblehead right there. Thank you, everybody. Come on down, Dr. Simone Lewis, founder and CEO of Bear Elastics. Keep your off-the-shoulder fashion off the shoulder. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to the United States Conference of Mayors, Partner of America, and to all of our business community here. And one more, please. Round of applause for the 2019 Small Business Advocate Mayor of the Year, Richard C. Irvin. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's keep the momentum going and move